Hi, this is Tom Wilson with Increase Local Business. The strategies and platform that I'm going to show you were developed and tested extensively by a small group of beta testers for over a year. They developed multiple case studies that show the effectiveness of the program. This presentation may or may not focus on your particular type of business, but the results translate to any type of business. This platform was just made available to a very limited number of people like myself, so if you like what you hear and take advantage, you can put yourself way ahead of your competition. Now I want to spend a few minutes to go over some strategies that can help you get more customers. The question is, why is traffic so critical to your business? We found a lot of business owners who are feeling their industry is getting more competitive every day and they don't know what to do about it. We also found that businesses are struggling to make their website more effective in getting more business. And last, we found a lot of business owners are stuck and have no real plan to try and get in front of more potential customers. I'm about to reveal something that's going to change everything for you. To start, let's look at some new trends that are happening right now that can make it easy for you to stand out from all your competitors, turn your website into a powerful tool to get new business, and get in front of new customers almost effortlessly. One of the biggest trends that most business owners are not aware of is the rise in digital display advertising using display ads. You can see that companies are changing the way they advertise. They are moving away from other forms of traditional marketing and they're starting to focus on digital display advertising. The next trend shows that the tide has turned. In 2016, for the first time in history, companies spent more on display ads than on search advertising. Search advertising is known as PPC, pay-per-click, or AdWords. Google is an over $80 billion company because they make most of their money on search advertising. But in the last 24 months, that has changed. Big companies now see that display ads can be more effective than any other advertising that they're doing. So, what are digital display ads? They're the ads that you see when you go online. There are different types and sizes of ads that can be displayed on a website, on a mobile phone, or on a desktop. When we refer to digital display ads, we're referring to the ads that you see when you go to Amazon, CNN, the Weather Channel, ESPN, news sites, and more. To keep it simple, the ads that you see when you go online are referred to as digital display ads or display ads. For the last 50 years, television advertising has been the most effective form of advertising. The problem is that the cost puts it out of reach of all but large companies with a lot of money to spend. Now, for the first time in history, companies are spending more on display ads than on television advertising. This new trend of using digital display ads is so powerful that it has taken over search marketing, and now it's even taken over the gigantic television advertising industry. Now business owners need to focus on learning how digital advertising can be effective for their company. Does your business need new customers? The obvious answer is yes. What's the number one way to get new prospects to your website? What's the number one way to get new customers right now? You need to get more people in front of your products and services. The answer is more traffic. There are three major ways that companies get traffic now. Let's look at each of them. Since the beginning of the internet, the first and most prominent way has been SEO. Second is search advertising in the form of PPC or AdWords, which is very popular. And then you have display ads. Let's go deeper. SEO takes a lot of time to get results. It can take months to see any results, and there's no guarantee that it's going to work because there are very few spots that you can actually rank for, very few really good keywords, and high competition with some businesses. It can be very expensive to do a successful SEO campaign. PPC has the advantage of being instant. You can put your products and services in front of your potential prospects starting today. The drawback is that PPC has a very high cost and high competition. In order to be effective in any type of PPC, you may have to spend $500 to $2,000 a month or more, plus a management fee. Now, what about display ads? Most people don't know that they're instant as well. You can get in front of prospects starting right now, but at a much lower cost and with much lower competition. Display ads campaigns can fit into almost any realistic budget. Digital display ads are also known as digital ads, RTB, real-time bidding, contextual advertising, or programmatic advertising. It all means the same thing, but to keep it simple, we're going to refer to it as digital display ads, or display ads advertising. Let's go a little bit deeper on PPC advertising versus digital display advertising. PPC is a powerful strategy, but it has some disadvantages. PPC marketing is when you place your ad, which is typically a text ad, in front of someone based on the words that they're searching for. They might be searching for a product or a service such as dentist, chiropractor, or lawyer. The ads will show up on the first page of the search results because the advertiser is paying a premium to have them placed there. There are a limited number of spaces available for the ads. On the other hand, display ad marketing is when you place your ads on websites based on the interests of your target market. That means taking an ad that is marketing your products and services and placing it on websites that are focused on health, home improvement, beauty, travel, etc. You can also target based on web addresses such as CNN, ESPN, the Weather Channel, and many more. The reach is vast. You can target people in certain geographic areas such as state, county, city, or zip codes. In other words, you can only target people who live in your county who are watching CNN. That way, you don't waste money showing your ads to people outside of the area that you want to target. With PPC advertising, there are only a certain number of people who are going to do a keyword search in any given month. When people click on your ad, brand new traffic is sent to your site. There's no branding and no ability to follow up with people who click on your ad. It's a one-time shot, so you have to make sure that the click actually converts. On top of that, you pay for clicks. They can range from $10 to $20 and even up to $80 for one click in some markets. With display ad marketing, there are many more people on websites in your interested target market that you can be in front of. So it gives you 5 to 10 times the opportunity to get in front of prospects without the high competition. With display ad marketing, you're not paying for clicks, you're paying for impressions. An impression is when the ad is actually seen by a person. The cost can range from $25 to $50 for 1,000 impressions. With 1,000 impressions, you might get 10 clicks, you might get 5 clicks, you might get 2 clicks. It all depends on your offer and where you're placing your ad. Digital display ads will send traffic to your site, and you will also be able to retarget to those visitors. Retargeting is what happens to you when you visit Amazon or similar sites and look at a product. The next thing you know, it seems like every other website you visit shows you an ad for the product that you were looking at. It's the perfect way to show your ad to people over and over again and give them multiple chances to buy your product or service. Retargeting gives you long-term branding and allows you to market only to those people who originally showed up on your website and then follow them for up to 3 months. You can also use retargeting or digital display ads to follow up with a person who visited your website based on what their engagement was. For example, if they went to a checkout page and they abandoned that checkout page, you can show a different ad to them than the ad that you would show to someone who just landed on the home page of your website. Digital display ads are versatile, well within a company's realistic budget, and can maximize your effectiveness by following up with people that come to your website for weeks and months at a time. There are two types of display ad marketing. Let me explain both of them. The one that we just talked about is retargeting ad traffic, and the other is cold ad traffic. Let's talk about retargeting ad traffic first. Most businesses don't realize that 96% of their website visitors don't contact them. That means that even though they came to your website, 96% of the time the opportunity is wasted, which is very frustrating. With retargeting, when a visitor comes to your website, a little bit of code called a pixel is dropped into their browser. Then you can show your ads on many of the websites they visit for the next 3 months. They may not have been ready to contact you on the first visit to your website, but with repeated exposure to your message and your 5-star reputation, they will contact you when they're ready. Some people come to your site and they're just looking or researching. They may not be ready to buy today, but they may be ready 2, 3, or 4 weeks from now. When they're ready, you will be right in front of them and will stand out from the competition. That's why retargeting is so effective. With cold ad traffic, you can place ads on sites that interest your target market, which is similar to Facebook advertising. The difference is that Facebook reaches about 24% of the internet, while display ads reach over 95% of the internet. You can market to everyone who visits those sites or only those from a city or geographic area. You can also split test your offers and your branding ads. That means that you can show an offer to them one time and your branding ad another time. You can change the colors and look and feel of the ads so people don't get what is known as banner blindness. That is when they have seen an ad so many times that they ignore it. Retargeting and split testing lets you supercharge the results that you get for all those impressions. So let's take a look at a case study of PPC versus digital display ads. Let me show you an example of how effective digital display ads can be. The industry average for cold display ads click-through rate is about 0.06%. We consider any result higher than that to be a success. With the industry average, that means that 10,000 impressions would lead to 6 clicks with cold display ads. Retargeting click-through rates are 10 times higher, or 60 clicks for 10,000 impressions. That's why it's critical to retarget the visitors who come to your website through cold display ads. The average PPC click in the home contractor and renovation market is $8 to $10 per click. That means if someone searches for home renovation or building contractors and clicks on an ad, it'll cost $10. Click, $10. Click, $10. It can add up really fast. In this real case study, in less than 2 months, starting from scratch, we got almost 200,000 impressions. With the ads that we had for a home contractor, we got over 324 clicks, or 324 new people that went to his website. We're finding new markets because it's a much bigger opportunity as opposed to just advertising in front of people who are typing in a keyword. We got an incredible 0.17% click-through rate with the ads that we were running, which means that we beat the industry average by 283%. You can see how effective display ads can be compared to PPC. Of course, not every campaign will return results like this, but we're happy with any click-through rates that beat the industry average. When you add in retargeting ads, the cost still comes in far lower than PPC advertising. This reputation ad is the one that received the highest number of clicks. This is a powerful strategy that we use to brand a business and to show off their 5-star reputation so that consumers will want to do business with them. I want to show you our strategy that can get you more customers with something that we do in retargeting that no one else does in the industry. But first, let me ask you, how many visitors do you get to your website every month? I realize that you probably don't know the exact number, but if you have to guess, what would your best guess be? Maybe 500? What is your average yearly revenue per customer? $800? $1,000? $5,000? What if we were able to follow up with the 96% of your website visitors who aren't contacting you? If 500 people come to your website, that means 480 people are not contacting you. If we were to follow up with them for the next month or 2 months or 3 months, how many people do you think we could get back to your website? What's your best guess? If only 5 or 6 became new customers, how much additional income would that bring in per year for you? We can put different ads on sites each and every month and then redirect the visitors back to your website. That gives us time to reach people multiple times until they see an ad that causes them to contact you. Let me introduce you to what we call the traffic story. When someone visits your site, 96% of the people leave your site without contacting you. We capture them by putting a pixel, which is a small piece of code, on their browser, and then we market to them for 90 days when they visit other sites. They are the only ones who will see the ads. It's a very targeted marketing campaign, unlike sending out postcards, for example. With direct mail, you spend thousands of dollars sending postcards to random houses, not knowing if they need your products and services or not. Yet, you have people coming to your website every single day who are your perfect target market. We just need to figure out a way to speak to what they're looking for when they come to your website and give them a really good reason to contact you. And then you want to follow up with them when they're ready to buy. So let me ask you this question. Why do 96% of the visitors not contact you? This is what we've found. Every visitor is a potential buyer from today to up to 90 days from now. That's usually the maximum buying cycle for most products and services. But there's no way of knowing who's ready to buy today or 45, 60, or 90 days from now. But we do know that they fit into one of 3 categories. 1, they came to your site looking for a good deal and they didn't find it, so they left. We fix that by creating what we call offer ads. Or 2, they're looking for a reputable company. In today's market, people look at reviews more than they look for good offers. And that's why that ad converted so well. It's because most people coming to that site or who are looking for that type of service are looking for a reputable company, not the lowest price. We solve that by creating reputation ads. And third, some people are looking for a very specific product or service. So we create branding ads to solve that problem. Each visitor is looking for something very specific. Maybe they're looking for a good deal with a certain product, or they found the product but not a good deal, or maybe they were looking for a reputable company, or it could be a combination of these 3. Here are some of the main reasons why people do not contact you. We may not be speaking their language when they come to the site. Our message may not resonate with them at that particular time. If they leave the site, we're not getting in front of them with the messaging that will get them back. They need to be reminded that when they're ready to buy, you're the best company to do business with. The secret that your competition doesn't know is that you can get 10 times the results if you retarget each visitor for 90 days and switch up the messaging to speak their language and get rid of what's called banner blindness. We've spoken to a lot of business owners who have done retargeting and it hasn't been effective for them. Why? It's usually because they use this exact same ad message for the whole campaign. What happens is that after 1 or 2 or 3 times of seeing the ad, people develop what is called banner blindness, which means that they no longer see the ad or they completely ignore it. So the ad becomes completely ineffective. We've solved this entire problem with what we call the 10 times retargeting funnel, or the 10x retargeting funnel. We know that after someone comes to your website, there are 72 hours when they're in the buying mood. So we create a good discount offer ad for them. After 72 hours, we show them what a reputable company you are. 72 hours after that, we give them another different offer, which is another different opportunity for them to engage with you. If that doesn't get them, then we show them your reputation again. Maybe they're looking for a specific product or service that wasn't easily found on your site. So we show them other services to let them know that you're not a one-trick pony. You're a company that can offer different levels of service and different levels of products. And then on day 25, we do the same thing. Day 30, day 45, day 60, day 75, and day 90. This is what's called a retargeting funnel. By repeating and mixing up the messaging, you stay in the front of the mind of the prospect. When they are ready, they will see you as an example of the company that they want to do business with. As you look at these examples of the different ads, you can see that they're all different so they don't create banner blindness. Let me show you just how effective this strategy is. The carpet cleaning industry is a very competitive niche. The national average click-through rate for cold display ads is 0.06%. The average click-through rate for retargeted display ads is 0.6%, which is 10 times better than cold display ads. That shows the power of retargeting. The average cost for PPC is $22 to $25 per click. That can vary depending on the population of the area that you're targeting. So if someone types in carpet cleaning service and clicks on the ad, it's $22. Click, $22. Every click is $22. Now let's look at the results of this retargeting campaign. Here's what we did with retargeting. In less than a month, with only a few thousand impressions, we got 54 clicks. That's 54 people we brought back to the website. And we beat the national average by 167%. That means we were 167% less expensive than PPC when using display ads. Even the national average would have led to 20 clicks. So whether it's cold traffic or retargeting traffic, display ads are incredibly effective with the strategies we've implemented. This shows that one state was targeted. The reputation ad received the highest number of clicks. The 10 times retargeting funnel. Can you see how the 10 times retargeting funnel is radically different from what you and your competition are currently doing? Can you see the importance of hitting different interest over a 90-day buying period to be able to bring more people back and keep you in front of prospects? One of the reasons that most business owners never use these strategies is that it's very expensive. Up until now, it has been reserved for the top tier companies like Fortune 1000 companies, and here's why. Just to create and design effective ads with all the different sizes cost at least $700 per ad set. So when you think of creating 10 ad sets, that's $7,000 just to start. And setting up 10 campaigns with an average cost of $300 per campaign is another $3,000. Most business owners would pay $10,000 just to set up a campaign like this to start. And that's without even spending a dime on ad placement. That is why most businesses, including your competition, will never use these strategies. Well, we have great news for you. Now you can compete with the big boys. We've just released a retargeting program that allows companies to retarget for less than the cost of sending a postcard advertising campaign. For one business like yours in each city, we have a very special offer that will give you a huge advantage over your competition. First, let me ask you, do you want to dominate your competition? Of course you do. It is important for us to make sure that you're focused on really growing your business and that you want to get in front of more prospects. We have very limited spots open for our 10 times marketing domination package beta program. We're only going to work with one person in your business category in your city. So we want to make sure that we're on the same page and that you qualify for our service. If you're accepted into our beta program, this is what we'll do for you. We'll create 3 discount offer ad sets. That's over $2,100 in ad design. We'll also create 3 branding ad sets to brand 3 different products and services that you would like to get out into the market and get in front of prospects. We'll also create 4 reputation ads for you. That means that you'll be able to show off your 5-star reputation, and we'll set up all of your retargeting campaigns for the 10 times retargeting funnel. Plus, we'll get up to 25,000 impressions per month for you. That means that we will show your ads up to 25,000 times per month. That's $10,000 in services that we put into this package. What if some of the ads that are created aren't doing an effective job? Here's what we'll do. At our expense, we'll change up to 4 ads for you at any time during the campaign. That means that if after a period of time we see that maybe the reputation ad or the discount ad or the offer ad are not working that well, then we'll change out the ads for you to make the retargeting strategy even more effective. That's an additional $2,800 worth of work. Altogether, it would normally be almost $13,000 for this service, but not for you. If you qualify, we're going to give you a one-time, very limited offer. We will give you access to our 10 times retargeting strategy for 95% off what it would normally cost. The cost is only $697 a month with a $697 one-time setup fee. It requires a lot of work on our part, so we require a commitment of a minimum of 6 months. We also require that you sign up for and maintain our separate service that will allow you to easily ask for reviews for your business. The reviews can be posted on your Google business page, your Facebook page, Yelp, and more. It's more important to show good online reviews to go along with our advertising campaign. The cost for our review service is a very reasonable $197 a month, plus a one-time $197 setup fee. We're only going to do this for one business of your type in your area, so the first business that qualifies will be the only one who will be able to take advantage of this offer. Call us at the number on the screen. We'll have a short chat and we'll see if you qualify for this chance to run circles around your competition.